Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thanks for joining me in the card closet for another episode. This is a special episode, but let's get the trivia out of the way first. This is episode 521. So we've got a mystery man who had 521 career home runs. We're at that point in the home run list where you probably have narrowed it down already. There were 3 players that ended their career with 521 home runs, but only one had a rookie card in the 1960 Topps set, and there was a nice rookie trophy on that card. And he had another card in that set, which was an all-star card, which you don't see a lot for a rookie. He was in regular issues throughout the years. Here's some special cards he was on: in 1964 Topps, 1966 Topps, 1968 Topps, 1969 Topps, and 1970 Topps. All those years he was on the National League Home Run Leaders card. In 1969 Topps and 1970 Topps, he was on the National League RBI Leaders card. And he also had all-star cards those 2 years. In 1978, he had a record breaker card. And in 1980, he had a Topps highlight card, which was because he hit the most home runs by a National League left-hander in history. His Topps run ran from 1960 to 1980, so he was in 21 consecutive Topps sets. Topps didn't give him a sunset card in 1981, but Fleer did, and that 1981 Fleer card of his is his last playing day card. Do you know who he is? Played a long time with the San Francisco Giants. Then he went to the Padres. He might have played for another team in the middle there, but he ended up back with the Giants at the end. Longtime first baseman. His nickname is Stretch. Let me know in the comments if you were able to get him. It's Willie McCovey. 521 career home runs. Could have gone with Frank Thomas. Could have gone with Ted Williams as well with that number, but Willie McCovey's going to sit in. All right, so the big announcement. This is the announcement of my 1,000 subscriber contest. Took almost 6 years. As you know, I'm a slow grower. I'm not one of these channels that's out there doing breaks and doing all these other things that generate subscribers quickly. I just show my collection and share with you the journey I'm on with my cards. So I want to thank each and every one of you that is a subscriber, from my first subscriber, those back pages, to the 9 subscribers that subscribed to me in the first 24 hours after those back pages shouted me out right away. I was all of a sudden I was at 10. Then it was kind of slow going and picked up a little bit during COVID when there got to be more channels and more YouTube interest. And also want to be very thankful to those of you that saw me interviewed by Craigslist Hunter while I was in Chicago for the National. He had me on his channel. That video has 50,000 views, and 65 of you subscribed to my channel within 3 days of his video posting. And that blew me past 1,000. So I really want to thank you so much, each and every one of you. And even those of you that have chosen not to subscribe, but you follow my content, I appreciate you as well. So let's do this. This is the 1,000 subscriber contest. Let's start off with what you're playing for so you have something to look at while I give the rules. You're playing for this 1952 Redman Ted Williams card, no tab. It's hard to really put a value on this because the value goes down because it has no tab. But if you look on eBay, there isn't another no tab that is this sharp with its corners and edges. But I think it's a cool card. This card has been on a journey. I took this card along to the National I already kind of knew in my mind that I wanted it to be my prize for this contest, but I thought if I could get some out of this world offer for it, that I would take it. I also had somebody from the YouTube community text me when I showed my traders for the National and wanted to know how much I'd want for it. And I put a price out there that was maybe a little high, and they turned it down, of course. But this card I brought to trade night, and somehow, I don't know how, it went from this box to the table of vintagecard.com. Somebody found it. I have no idea how it got out of this box. Somehow it must have jumped out of the box, maybe been on the floor near that table. But all I know is that it was on Andrew's table, vintagecard.com. I saw it in a video, Lonely Basement Baseball Cards video. He showed vintagecard.com's table, and there it was, kind of out of place with everything else he had, but it was just sitting there. At the end of the night, Andrew was pulling his cards together. You know, he's one of the sponsors of that night, and he realized that this wasn't his card, so he turned it in to 3D80's kid, who is a member of Four Collectors, who were organizing the event that night. That night when he was putting things away, Four Collectors put a post on their channel saying that this card had been found. I saw a comment on that post from Stooks saying that, hey, check with the card closet. He lost that card. Because I put out a video that night from my hotel mentioning I'd lost it. When I got up in the morning, Sammy Thunder, Sensei Domino 15, Rudog 21, and Boston Fan all left comments on my video from the night before saying, Four Collectors have your card. So I contacted Sammy Thunder. He said that John 3D80's kid had it. And so I was already on the road at this point, heading back. And so Picker Jim S. volunteered to track down John on Sunday at the show. He got it from John. He took it with him back to Connecticut on the plane. And as soon as he got back to Connecticut, Picker Jim S. threw it in an envelope and mailed it to me. And here it is now back in South Dakota. And it's ready to make a trip to one of your houses. So here's what you got to do. Couple requirements. First of all, you need to be a subscriber of the channel, obviously. A public subscriber, so that I can go and, verify that. And second of all, you need to make a video. I'm asking you to make a video response that shows a couple cards, not too many, because there's not a lot of these probably to be found. So I want to just hold it to 2 or 3 tops, in case, so you don't use up the options other people have. But show me a card where the player's name is a sentence. I told you this was going to be an oddball request. Really going to have to use your creativity here. This isn't just your, show me your oldest card or show me your favorite 3 cards. This is going to make you think a little bit. That's okay. And let's have a lot of fun with it. Be creative and share what you've got. So show me the card. The player's name is a sentence. And just give a little context around it. Say a few lines before and after, whatever. And just kind of tell me about, use the player's name in a sentence. So for example, this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to give you 2 examples. So unfortunately, I'm going to use up 2 names that you won't be able to use. So here we go. The teacher was writing on the chalkboard when a spitball hit the board right beside their right ear. The teacher turned around and sternly told the class, I want whoever shot that spitball to stand up right now. Pete Rose. Make sense? All right, how about this one? Johnny, Lee, and Steve all asked the teacher if they could have the honor of cleaning off the chalkboard. Me, please, 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 they said. The teacher looked them all over and pointed at one of them and said, Lee may. All right, short and sweet, just like that. So, let's see what you got. I'm going to end this video, or the contest, on September 10th. September 10th. I haven't even looked to see what day of the week that is, but 9/10 is easy for me to remember. So September 10th, midnight Central Time. All right? Hopefully some names come to mind for you, and hopefully we get some creative video responses. So thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate you all. Help celebrate with me. Bye now.